Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to show you eye makeup on hooded eyes, or even if you have small eyes or smooth shadow eyes. I am going to share a few tips and tricks that I've learned over the years on doing makeup on myself. So if you look at my eyes, I have hooded eyes. When I look straight, the hood of my eye is covering my lid, so I have very less eyelid space to work with. So this will be the good part, the do's, and this will be the don'ts. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get started. So the first thing that you need to do is to prime your eyelids. I am going to use the NYX primer. This will help your eyeshadow stay longer. It'll also prevent your eyeshadow from creasing, and it will also help the color of your eyeshadow pop out better. Now because this is a white color base, I'm just blending the outer part so it won't look like two different colors, so the white color just merging with my natural skin color. So having a palette is always good for those of you who have hooded eyes, because then you can work with colors from light to dark. You will need to create that gradient effect, like the smoky effect. So since this is the bad side, I am going to start with this first. I am going to start directly with a dark shade. This is one of the most common mistakes that we make. On the right side, I am going to start with a lighter shade, and I am going to take this color over here. So I'm going to place my mirror straight and look straight, and I will place this color right above here. So this way, even when you open your eyes, you can still see your eye makeup. Whereas this one, you can still see it, but it doesn't look flattering at all because there's no transition shade over there. But if you use a lighter shade first, this will be your transition color. And I am using a fluffy blending brush, and it goes right above my crease, and I'm making sure that I blend all the edges out. If you're confused and you don't know where to stop, just stop a little bit, like after the end of your eyes and before the end of your brows. When I started, I placed the color over here and I keep blending it inward. So at this point, you don't have to be neat at all. So I'm just like randomly blending that shade just to buff out any harsh lines, and just to make it look more soft and seamless. So next I will move on with a darker shade, which is this one. I am going to take this color. I'm still looking straight into the mirror, and I'm placing this only on the outer corner of my eye, and with whatever is left, taking it inward. And this, make sure that you stay within the socket of your eyes. So I'm just darkening that area over there, and I'm blending this inward. So I'm just going to take a little bit more of that same shade, and I'm deepening the crease because this will help to create that fake crease. And as you can see, I'm going a little above my actual crease, and I'm deepening the color over there just by adding more color. Take your clean blending brush, blend out the edges. Now I'm going to move on to a darker shade, which is this one. It's the same shade that I've used on the other side of my eye. And now I'm going to deepen this outer corner and my crease with this darker shade. Again, placing the color only on the outer corner. And make sure you blend your eyeshadow really well, because if you don't, it's gonna look something like this and it will not look nice at all. So I'm gonna take more of that color, and now I'm just gonna pack the color there because I want more intensity. And if you don't want fallouts, make sure you tap the brush after you pick up the product. That way you will not end up with a lot of fallout. Now I'm taking the clean blending brush and I am just gonna lightly blend the lines. I'm only blending the edge of the eyeshadow because if you blend the whole thing, you'll end up removing whatever you've put on. So only blend the edges. Make sure all those three colors that we put before merge in together. So this way you will get that nice gradient smoky effect from dark to light. And I'm just like flickering it up outwards like this, just to avoid any harsh lines. So now you can see that I have blended this side really well. You can see the color fading from dark to light, which is what we are trying to achieve. And yeah, so next is adding the shimmer. The reason why I didn't bring the eyeshadow all the way to the inner corner is because I want to add the shine over there. And I will take my flat shader brush for this. So next I'm going to take this shine over here and I'm going to place it on my eyelid. And bring it a little bit to the outer 1/3 of the eye. So if you can see, I am just patting the product right now. I'm not like blending it because since this is a shimmer product, you need to pat for more intensity. Now I'm going to take that same blending brush and I'm going to blend these two colors together. And I'll also blend this line over here just a little bit, just so that it will not look harsh. On the other side, I will put the same color shimmer all over. Without blending. See, this side would have still looked nice if the eyeshadow was properly blended and if I would have gone a little bit on top with a transition shade. It does get really tight to blend, but blending is the key to a perfect eye makeup. So make sure whenever you put the shine, do not go all the way up. Like I said, if you put the shine over there, it will just highlight the hood of your eyes even more. Maybe it would have looked nice with the transition shade, but because there is no transition shade, it doesn't really look nice. So next is liner. Now the best tip that I can give for people with hooded eyes is to choose a waterproof or a water resistant eyeliner. You can go for something that is like a sketch pen, like this, or you can go for a gel liner but use a very thin brush for it. And the next tip is, do not make your eyeliner so thick, because if you do that, once you open your eyes, your eye makeup is gone. So make sure when you do this, again, you keep your eyes open. I like to draw the wing first with my eyes open, looking straight to the mirror. So there I've marked the wing. Now when I look straight, I'm just going to mark a small dot over there so I know where to join the wing. Okay. So now I will first start from the inner corner and I'm going very close to the lash line, making sure it's very thin. I like using the felt tip brush better just because I get more control. I'm gonna define that better later. I'm gonna make it much more smoother, and now I'm just gonna join this. So this is how you're supposed to do it. what you're not supposed to do is making a thick liner. So I'm gonna show you how my hooded eyes will look with a thick liner. For those of you who has very less eyelid space and you don't really think a liner will look good on you, what you can do to create that liner effect is you take a kajal and tight line your eyes. This will give you that liner effect. So what you do is you stand straight in the mirror and tilt your head back a little, pull your brow bone like this and place the liner right under there, and make sure you look down for this. Or what you can do is, for me, because I've done this so many times, I can just look down, keep the mirror down and just look down and place this right under there. So this will just give you a more fuller look. And if you're someone who doesn't like kajal on your waterline, make sure you use something that is waterproof. That way it will not transfer to your lower waterline. So next what I'm going to show you is, you can also apply your liner only on the outer corner of the eye like this. Alright, and then I will take a small pencil brush and just blend that line just to smudge it and give it a more smoky look. I'm gonna take a little bit of that pink shade that I used on the crease and I'm just gonna blend and merge those two colors together. And with whatever is left on the brush, I'm gonna take it towards the inner corner of my eye. I won't really recommend using a kajal for your waterline just because I feel it will make your eyes look even more smaller. But if you like it, you can go ahead and wear it. There is no such rules. But if you want your eyes to look more bigger, you can skip the kajal. And I will do the same thing. I'm gonna take the pink shade and smudge those two lines together. See, I do like putting kajal on my lower lash when I am doing like a darker smoky eye. For example, when I'm doing a black smoky eye, I like to put kajal, or even on my lower waterline. But yeah, for most of the days, I prefer this than this. This is also a look by itself. So you can always apply kajal if you like it. If you think it looks good on you, go for it. So now that I'm done with that, I'm just going to clean up the fallouts. Yes. Next is mascara. First things first, I like to curl my lashes just because I have really straight lashes. So next I'm going to use mascara. I personally like to use waterproof just because it helps my eyelashes stay up, and also because it doesn't really transfer on the hood of my eyes. If I use something that is washable, like after 4 or 5 hours it starts transferring on the brow bone, so it doesn't really look nice. So I like to use a waterproof, that way it stays up and it doesn't transfer to the brow bone. Also use mascara on your lower lashes just so that it completes the eye look. I'm going to show you what kind of lashes you need to choose for people with hooded eyes. Go for something that is like this. It is shorter in the inner corner and it's longer on the outer. And whereas the other lashes is this one, which doesn't really look good on people with hooded eyes just because it's all equal. If you see, it's all straight over there. So yeah, I will put this on the bad side and I will use the one which is longer on the outer corner on this side. So I'm gonna quickly go off camera and do this, and I'll be right back. So I'm back. So as you can see, I really love dramatic lashes, but I feel that this style doesn't really suit my eye shape or people with hooded eyes or small shallow eyes, just because the inner corner is like the same length like the outer corner and it looks too much on hooded eyes. So go for something very natural, something like this that looks very natural, and like I said, short in the inner and long on the outer. So next what I am going to do is I am going to highlight the inner corner of my eyes, just because I feel like this really open up small eyes or people with hooded eyes. And I will take the lightest color in my palette, which is this shade. I'm going to just take that color and pop this right in the inner corner like this. So I'm going to leave this without the inner corner. And also, if you're someone who likes to highlight the brow bone, make sure you place it right beneath the brow bone, not all the way down. Because if you bring it all the way down, I will show you what will happen on this side. If you bring your light shade or your highlighter shade all the way down, it will just highlight the hood of your eyes even more, and it's not going to look flattering at all. So yeah, make sure you go very close to your brow bone. So now that we're done with eyes, we're going to move on to eyebrows. Eyebrows also plays a huge role when it comes to eye makeup, especially people with hooded eyes like me or with small eyes. Few things that you will have to keep in mind whenever you do your brows is make sure that you don't overdraw your brows by bringing it all the way down. Stick to where your brow ends. So I'm going to show you. So first I like to brush my brow up. This is the good side, so I am just gonna follow the natural shape of my eyes. Since this is not really a brow tutorial, I'm not gonna go in depth. I'm just gonna like quickly show you guys. Basically, I'm lining the upper and the lower, and I have stopped exactly where my natural brow ends. Now I'm just filling it in. So maybe sometimes your brows are naturally long. If you feel like it's too long, just stop wherever you feel like the hood starts, like over here, because if you bring it all the way down, if you follow that natural shape, it will just pull your eyes down. So what I am going to do is, on this side, I am following the natural shape, and my eyebrows this side is actually naturally longer compared to this one. So usually I would stop a little before that, but for the purpose of this video, I am going to show you how it's going to look like if you take your eyebrows all the way down. So I would naturally stop till here, but my brow hair actually ends here, so I'm bringing it a little bit down. So because the kajal that I'm wearing is not smudge proof, I am just gonna clean that up by using a Q-tip. I'm just gonna clean that, and I will add white liner for this. This will just make my eyes look much more bigger and more awake and more flattering. So this is it, guys. We've come to the end of the video. As you can see, there's a huge difference between this eye and this eye. This is the do side and this is the don't side. You just have to follow the same technique that I've used. You don't have to use the same color. You can always incorporate different colors, but make sure when you use a palette, start with the lighter shade first and gradually move on to darker shades. I will list down the products that I've used in the description bar down below, so don't forget to check that out. And yes, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and also please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.